Hi everyone. Today we're going to be diving into Link Click. Now, if you've been following my channel for a while, you know I have a soft spot for anime and the gag genre. After all, who doesn't like a good laugh? But I do have a palette that's more than just laughs. I do like some more serious shows as well. And that's where Link Click comes in, where the drama and action are thicker than some Thanksgiving gravy. For a bare-bones synopsis, we got our two main characters, Lu Guang and Zheng Xiaoxi. They both have special powers that heavily utilize photos. Lu Guang can use a photo to retrace everything that happened in the photo within 12 hours of when the photo was taken. It's very good for collecting information, which is his main role. Zheng Xiaoxi, on the other hand, has the ability to possess the person who took the photo when the photo was taken, essentially allowing him to travel back in time. Lu Guang is the cool-headed leader of the duo, guiding Zheng Xiaoxi on when and how to use his powers while ensuring he follows the rules. In contrast, Zheng Xiaoxi tends to act impulsively, often causing unintended consequences that ripple through time. Together, they work for Shaoling at Time Photo Studios. Right on the nose with that one, am I right? They help customers who want to learn or change from their past. That's the basic premise of the show. So far, there are 2 seasons out, and both have quite a different feel, like grilled cheese and a quesadilla. 2 dishes that are made with practically the same stuff, yet taste and offer much different experiences. So let's dive into these seasons. Season 1 serves as a testing ground, an exploration of the characters' powers and the establishment of ground rules. Right from the start, the first episode thrusts us into the thick of the action, immersing us in one of their missions. This mission showcases the extent of their abilities, their limitations, and serves as a tutorial for the rules governing time manipulation. It also introduces us to how effective they work as a team and hints at consequences of their actions. For the first mission, we see Zheng Xiaoxi change something in the past, something as small as texting the parents of the girl he's controlling. We immediately see the consequences of his actions at the end of the episode, showing us, the audience, the issue while it's being hidden from him. But when he learns of it near the end of the season, he freaks out and tries to change the past, which messes with him mentally because he was the one who caused it. Throughout the season, we see them take on multiple missions. Through most of the missions, the person taking over usually goes through quite a bit of trauma, and because Zheng Xiaoxi is possessing the person, he also takes on a lot of the mental trauma of the events that they're going through. Even though it's a way to test the waters, this season is still amazing. The versatility of the abilities and the premise are immensely huge. The amount of topics you could cover and show and the amount of people and events you could talk about are insane. I mean, look at detective shows. There are a ton of possible mysteries and crimes you could cover, and this show can take them all on. But with the addition of their powers for a more fantastical feel. In Season 1, we delve into about 7 distinct stories, each of which offering a unique narrative. While it might seem limited considering the 12-episode format, covering 7 stories is quite commendable. Nearing the end of Season 1, a massive event occurs. They discover someone with powers like theirs. This mysterious person takes over Shaoling and manages to stab Lu Guang, gravely injuring him. This is the ending to the season and sets the stage for the premise of the entire second season. In Season 2, the series takes a remarkable turn and delves into a single intricate story rather than featuring multiple standalone narratives. The focus shifts to the compelling tale of Li Tianxian and Li Tianxi, offering a deeper and more emotionally resonant narrative. For this season, they aim for quality over quantity because this story is deep. While Li Tianxian's story is at the forefront, we do see a backdrop, or more like the main catalyst for storytelling. We see 2 groups, the cops aided by the gang and the group Li Tianxian is in. Now, Li Tianxian is a mysterious person from Season 1, and as shown by the incident, he is indeed willing to do dastardly things. The group he's in is headed by Xian Jin, a lawyer who was once a cop. His group is a group of thugs and murderers who use Li Tianxian's ability to kill people. Now, these 2 groups are fighting, and both parties want something from the other, but obviously won't help. Li Tianxian wants to go to the past to stop an event from happening. To do so, he needs Zheng Xiaoxi's power, while the gang wants to stop him from continuing to kill people. Li Tianxian's and Xiao Jin's story are heavily connected to infidelity, where infidelity is a very big premise in Season 2, or at least the accusations of such, where Xian Jin accuses his wife of being an infidel as Li Tianxian's dad does to his mom, where both stories end in quite a sad way. The backdrop is a tantalizing story on its own. Even though it is a way to drip feed us the other story, it's quite great. But it quite literally cannot exist without the other. We eventually learn the story of Li Tianxian and his sister Li Tianxi. We see it through pictures the gang possesses and from the drawings Li Tianxian gave. As said before, it has to do with infidelity and family drama. A whole bunch of stuff goes down, But to avoid major spoilers, I can't say anything more about the story itself. But I can continue to compliment the artistic direction it took. The way the story unfolds is a testament to the show's ability to engage its audience emotionally, and it all culminates in a remarkable and poignant conclusion. I was captivated by the artistic direction and emotional depths of this narrative, and it was a testament to the show's ability to handle sensitive themes with grace and creativity. I do really wish I could say more about the story it gives, but doing so would ruin everything the show builds up to, so sadly I can't say more on the topic without spoiling everything. So if you like detective shows that are as dramatic and twisty as a telenovela, the second season is for you. Now, I've talked about a lot of the other characters in this show, but I haven't talked about the main crew much, have I? Well, I haven't because we know nothing about them. Their past is a complete mystery, and a show about people going into the past, we probably should know about the main crew's past, but we don't. We only know about their character traits, but I do have to give credit there. Even though we know barely anything about them, they are pretty distinctly defined characters, and I love it. Many shows that do give characters backstories fail to give them traits that make them seem real. But this show succeeds even without their past in view. So what we do know about Cheng Xiaoxi is that his parents disappeared when he was young, and Xiao Ling gave him a place to stay and work at, which is why the two guys work for her. But Lu Guang, we know nothing about him. I watched his show thoroughly and I couldn't find anything about him. If I missed something big, let me know because I couldn't find anything. Anyways, if the show wants to take a major step up or have a huge final season, delving into Cheng Xiaoxi's and Lu Guang's backstories would be perfect. Now, time travel and rules with it change based on the show you're watching. From Steins Gate's changing of world lines to ReZero's going back in time. Each show is different. Now, this show's rules are a bit goofy. Let me explain. Throughout the entirety of the show, Lu Guang is always yelling about how they can't change the past, how it's fixed and things need to happen. And if they don't, there will be terrible consequences. From this, I thought it was actually impossible to change their timeline, so that everything they did was supposed to happen to reach the future they are already in. It's like they're living in the already edited future. This can be seen in one episode where Cheng Xiaoxi changes stuff, and the consequences are already shown by the time he comes back with nothing else changing. So it seemed like they could do nothing to time because it was already supposed to happen. But something happened at the end of season 2 which changed everything and completely broke my perception of the rules. But it ended on a cliffhanger, so I don't know what's up. On the note of cliffhangers though, every gosh darn episode in season 2 of this show is full of cliffhangers. All of them have cliffhangers, and half of them don't even lead to anything. They show something that's terribly scary and you're just like, oh no, what's about to happen? Then it's completely unimportant. I just couldn't handle it. It made me mad. But it did keep me on the edge of my seats waiting for every new episode to come out because of how gosh darn good those cliffhangers got me. The show's good enough to keep me watching even though the cliffhangers got me good. Now comes the obligatory part of the video where I tell you why the show is so gosh darn good. First and foremost, let's talk about the characters. I mean, just look at them. The gang is not only an ensemble of well-written characters, but they're also visually striking. The artistry that goes into rendering them and the entire show is nothing short of breathtaking. The geometry, the vibrant colors, the way the light dances across the screen all come together to create a visual masterpiece. I can't forget to mention the black bars on both sides of the screen giving it a cinematic touch akin to a movie. It's a visual treat that keeps you hooked from start to finish. And then there's the music. While I can't showcase it due to copyright issues, trust me. When I say the music elevates every moment to greater heights, it's not just background noise, it's an integral part of the storytelling. The way they employ the music to intensify emotions and draw you into the narrative is simply unbelievable. It's a testament to the meticulous craftsmanship that went into making this show. Now, let's talk action. It's not just action, it's high-octane action. Sure, there are those pesky cliffhangers, but most of them were well placed and kept us on the edge of our seats. About 90% of the show is a whirlwind of action, just barely a moment to catch your breath. Yet, it never feels overwhelming. Everything is perfectly balanced, and that's where the show's pacing shines. It keeps you engaged without leaving you feeling exhausted. Remember how I mentioned the gang being intertwined with the main issues in the second season? That's where the show truly excels. Season 2 is like a massive spider web with threads connecting every character to each other. As more threads are unveiled, the intricate web of relationships becomes increasingly apparent. It's a brilliantly woven tapestry that answers all your questions and delivers those mind-blowing moments. I mean, every character has at least 3 connections to someone else. The show seamlessly weaves small callbacks that might seem inconsequential at first, but come together in a stunning revelation at the end. In short, it's storytelling at its finest. So I can't stress enough how phenomenal Link Click is. And I sincerely hope more people discover its brilliance. It's not just a show, it's a work of art that excels in every aspect, from its characters and visuals to its music and storytelling. If you haven't watched it yet, you're in for an unforgettable experience. In the end, Link Click is a testament to the boundless creativity of animated storytelling, pushing the boundaries of the genre and defying expectations. Whether you're a fan of drama, mystery, or the worlds of time travel, this Donghua is a captivating journey that deserves your attention. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of Link Click. As always, if you have any thoughts or questions, please feel free to share them. Until next time, I'm Ian Alloy, and bye-bye.